Updates about my Rivian R2 reservation, a solar-powered RC Rover that I'm building that I can control over the internet, and doubling down on electric skateboard backpacking. I certainly have no shortage of things going on. And is this year flying by for anyone else? I feel like I blinked and it's already almost the end of June. Like half the year is just gone. Anyways, I hope the year is treating you guys well. Things are certainly on track and looking actually really good for this channel this year. So I got a whole bunch of stuff, some good news, some bad news. So let's get into it. So recently I kicked off my Summer of Eskate event to get back to my roots of electric skateboard backpacking. In full transparency, my electric skateboard oriented videos do not do as well as some of my other PV related videos like e-bike bikepacking, so that's why you kind of see me alternate. I'm trying to strike a balance. Now if you watched my recent electric skateboard camping trip, I damaged one of the charging ports on one of my electric skateboard batteries. Thankfully, it turned out that that charging port is actually part of an adapter, not directly wired into the battery, so all I have to do is replace that adapter. It took some digging to find the exact one I need, but I finally found it. It's on its way to me, and then that battery will be good to go again. And of course, for those of you who are interested in like the e-bike and electric trike stuff, I haven't abandoned that. I got lots of stuff with that coming too. They're some of my best performing videos, so they're not going anywhere. As for my Rivian R2 reservation, only after my most recent video about the R2 did I realize that Canadian deliveries will lag significantly behind the United States deliveries. So it was only after that video that it was actually announced that Canadian deliveries wouldn't even happen until 2027, but I figured we'd at least find out pricing for Canada around now, June. But now, we won't even know our pricing until next year, let alone when deliveries will be. We've got it a little rough right now for EVs. Now, if all that wasn't bad enough, I think that the Rivian R2, because it's manufactured in the US, when we import it here, we're gonna get a 25% counter tariff applied on top of that too. I don't know if you've seen what Rivian R1 prices go for here, brand new in Canada, but if the R2 follows that same trend, it's going to be a little absurd. And so if it winds up being more, I am priced out and I gotta look at alternatives. I am determined to get some sort of EV overlanding rig started. Still no word on when Slate reservations are opening up to Canadians. And for Aptera, with Canadian deliveries, let's face it, we're probably at least still a few years out because they'll prioritize US deliveries first. It's a mess up here. To be honest, I'm still really looking at a used Fisker Ocean as like a light duty expedition rig build. On to some better news, my solar Rover project is actually finally on the move, making progress on that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch the video I made on it because it is a really neat and unique project. TLDR, it's a solar recharging remote control screw drive tank that I can drive over the internet with the goal of basically leaving it unattended for weeks at a time as I live stream the driving missions using a live camera feed from the Rover to control it and see where I'm going. Now for those of you who have watched the video, I did make some design changes. The original design was going to use just a plank of wood as the deck, but I was really worried about the plank warping and alignment issues, and so I completely redesigned the deck of it so that the full chassis is 3D printed. I have the first parts on the 3D printer now, and my goal is to have a full body, no electronics or motors, to show off around August 1st before we start building out the electronic suite on it. And if you want to get a really solid idea as to what I'm up to with this project, go check out the Solar Boy series by the channel What Up TK here. One of the projects that I was really excited about was my GT Land Racer, and I actually built it out and took it out on its first test drive, and nobody watched it. That video flopped really hard, which sucks because I was really proud of that build. And the TLDR of what that project was about, I took electric skateboard parts and strapped them to the bottom of a GT snow racer so it could drive on land. Now, once the warmer weather had hit, I had planned on taking it out and doing some more videos with it. Unfortunately, I shorted out the ESC, which means I gotta replace the speed controller on it. Should I spend the money on it? Let me know if you guys want to see more videos with the GT Land Racer. It's such a ridiculous project. It got so many steers. It steers like a drunk horse, but man, is that thing so much fun to drive around. Something else I got going on that might interest you is I spun up a new YouTube channel. This one is called Gamerunner's Edge, and it lets me explore my other tech obsession, gaming hardware. If you hadn't guessed, I'm a bit of a gamer. It's going to be a review channel for gaming hardware from an everyday carry perspective. A bit of a tactical flair to it. It sounds like your jam. Go check it out. I'll link it down below. And the last thing on the list that I wanted to talk about is I wrote a novel. I know I've mentioned it in passing before. This could change, but I'm happy to announce that on August 1st, it'll actually finally be available for sale. It's called The Storyteller, and it's an upmarket, character-driven, speculative thriller. FBI trainee Quinn Hunt idolizes the legendary Storyteller, a myth among law enforcement about a woman who can reconstruct crime scenes from the smallest details. That is, until Quinn's first major case reveals that the myth is very much real, deeply broken, and the target of a deadly conspiracy determined to erase her existence. Now, if that sounds up your alley and you want to read it for free, I'm looking for advanced copy readers. Basically, I'm looking for people who are willing to read it and post a review when the novel goes live on August 1st on Amazon. I have a Google form linked down below if you are interested in signing up, so please go check that out. So basically, you fill out that form, I send the novel to you as a digital copy, either as an EPUB if you have an e-reader or as a PDF, and all that I'm looking for is that when the novel goes live on August 1st on Amazon, you leave it a genuine review. I really cooked hard on it, and I'm very curious to see what you think. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So yeah, as you can see, I've definitely been busy. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about unconventional electric adventuring, so please make sure you're subscribed if you're into that.